So tell me some incidents where you started learning about brands, how he taught you about advertising, and how it made you grow as an advertising professional.
First thing is the habit of reading. He said, nobody can go and deliver a lecture without having knowledge. Knowledge comes from different sources. One is what you observe and learn from things around you, what you learn from your teachers, and what you learn from your own self study and introspection. If you actually look at everything around you, read, and then introspect, and then make use of that knowledge to do what you want to do, then learning in action is the proof of what has happened. So he said, book knowledge is of no use to you unless you are able to apply it. At the end of the day, knowledge, application, and results must be aligned. Otherwise, it's of no use. I mean, these are some things that happened. There was a huge thing that happened in terms of a turning point in my career with Mr. Ayer. See, when I was in Chennai, four of us came for a training program to Bombay, right? And there was a Caravelle air crash in 1976. Because four of us came and two of us were from Bombay, Murli Murthy Nirna, and I was there. And both of us wanted to stay back after the training program because our families were in Bombay. So our manager Tej Kapoor said, listen, one of you go earlier, the other person go later, so that the office doesn't have both of you missing at the same time. So Murli said, I'll go first and I'll say I'll stay back after the training program. It so happened, October 11th, 1976. Okay, I still remember the day. I stayed back with my sister. The Caravelle taking off from Bombay crashed. Mr. Tej Kapoor, Balaji, and Murli Murthy, all three of them died in the air crash. I was a lone survivor, and Times of India carried my name in the list of people who died. Okay? Then, when I read the news, I rushed to the office. And Mr. Ayer saw me and he was so relieved. He said, you didn't take that flight? No, I said, Mr. Ayer, I was not supposed to take the flight. He said, come. Then he took me and he said, are you ready to go back to Chennai? How soon can you go back to Chennai? Because there was nobody at Chennai, no managing staff. I said, you tell me whenever you want me to go, I'll go. So he said, can you take a flight tonight? I said, yes, sir. He said, okay. So I took the flight. And then thereafter, till the next manager was recruited, he brought Mohan Menon. You have heard of Mohan Menon? Mohan Menon was a writer in Bombay. He has brought Mohan Menon. Then he got somebody else for art direction, etc. And then then the team was put back together. I was Mr. Ayer's first assistant during that period, till the next level of Chandru joined later, V.S. Chandrasekhar joined later, Suguna Swami joined later, etc. Before they came, Mr. Ayer was traveling to Chennai every week. Every client meeting, I used to be his first assistant attending the meeting. Binny, Bangalore was a major client. And we had an account called Dollar Company, Head and Soul Ointment. A great account to work on for learning. Pain in the ass in terms of dealing with a client. My God, crazy. Yeah, I'll tell you another interesting story about Head and Soul later. So Mr. Ayer used to come, and every week I had to send him the progress report. Every week I had to send him minutes of the meeting of every meeting I attended. And those days there was no email and all that. Can you imagine? I sent a note to him, it'll come back by courier, and then when you see it, the page will be bleeding because he would have marked his comments with red ink. You feel like, sinking down. He corrected my language. Readability improved, sentence length improved, active voice is a passive voice. Huge amount of improvement. Then the other opportunity was we had an account called Binny's in Bangalore. And because of the situation, the office funds were very low. So Mr. Ayer used to come from Bombay to Chennai by flight. Chennai to Bangalore will go by train. He didn't want to spend the money. So getting into the mail early morning, and then we used to go and stay in a place called Barton Court on NG Road, no West End and all that. He said, "Your office can't even pay a cup of tea here. Why should we spend money on this?" And we used to eat in roadside restaurants. Now, a man of great stature, reputation, but he was so simple.